Welcome everyone to another episode in my Stronger Back series. Today I'm going to show you all how to do a neutral grip banded pull-up. These are a great exercise. I love pull-ups of any variety just because they're an amazing compound movement exercise. So basically that's just a fancy way of saying that they work a lot of different muscle groups at once. So they're effective and efficient for working your back, your arms, and in some cases our pectorals. In the video that you're going to see today of me performing this at the gym here in a second, I am using a band under my feet to grab the bars and do neutral grip pull-ups. So when I say neutral grip, if you'll remember from last week's episode, that means my palms are facing each other. A normal push-up or pull-up, pardon me, is having a pronated grip, so the palms facing away from you and you're pulling yourself up like in this manner. So today it's going to be more of a narrow grip with the palms facing together in that neutral grip. So I like to use a band, especially for my clients who have never done a pull-up before, because don't worry if you can't, they are super hard, especially for us ladies. We are at a bit of a disadvantage, but don't worry, we can overcome it. So basically what we're doing with a neutral grip pull-up is we're working our lats, so those nice big muscles on our back. We're also working our trapezius, our rhomboids, and to a certain extent our pectoral muscles, because our pectorals are helping to stabilize and steady the shoulder joints in that socket. So when you will feel this in your arms as well, you'll get some bicep and tricep activation, but our main movers are going to be the back muscles, and that's just pulling us up and then lowering us back down. The main thing you want to remember when you're doing a pull-up, like you'll see here in a moment in the video, is I'm very controlled both on pulling myself up to the bar and lowering back down. That's really important to have those muscles be engaged during the ascent and the descent. Otherwise, you're just kind of halfway working them. You're pulling yourself up, but if you just let gravity drop you back down, you're not getting the most bang for your buck and the most benefit from the exercise. The other thing you want to remember is you want to try to stay as still as possible. A lot of times when you're working with the band, because it's a big rubber band, it's going to want to move in the path of least resistance, if I can talk today. So that might mean that when you're hanging there from the bar, that your feet will want to go forwards or want to go backwards, and that's just the band kind of fighting you. So in that regard, you got to keep everything nice and tight and engaged, keep your core nice and tight, kind of suck those abdominal muscles in towards your spine to make sure you're nice and secure and focused and ready to do the movement. But without further ado, let's go ahead and check out that video. So here you can see me putting my foot into the band. I like to do just one foot into the band, but if you prefer, you can use both. I am tightening up my core and back muscles, and I'm using my back as the main movers to really pull myself up to where my chin is above that bar, as well as keeping control on the descent back down to the box. So as I said earlier in the video, you can see how the band is kind of moving my feet forward. Again, it's that path of least resistance. So just be sure that you are keeping your core nice and tight and engaged. Try to keep those legs straight while you're using the band to move yourself up with the chin above the bar and then back down. Thank you so much for tuning in today, everyone. If you have any questions over what you saw today, please leave those in the comments down below. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you next week in another Fey Fitness video. So until then, bye guys! Thank you so much for tuning in today, everyone. If you're new to my channel, please hit that like and subscribe button to stay up to date on all of my content. Otherwise, I will see all of you next week for another Fey Fitness video. So until then, bye guys!